The Bible tells us in Proverbs 3, 5-6, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Why is that? Because oftentimes our own understanding will lead us to a path of destruction. And Jesus calls us to submit fully to him. Why? Because following him, it means accepting all who he is, not just parts that suit us. And ultimately, it's for his glory and for our good.
Probably people that come into your church and that say, I keep to Christianity, but I keep to this, like, I like the spiritual side of it. I don't actually do anything religious, if that makes sense. I like having a spiritual deity. I like connecting to someone and to give me a motivation to do things in terms of, I don't actually believe everything that Christianity does, but I believe in the idea of it. What do you think of those sort of ideas?
I would ask them, are you sure you're worshiping God, or are you worshiping instead a picture of yourself? An unrealistic, glorified picture of yourself according to your own likes in Islam. I mean, it happens all the time around the world. People create God in their own image, and then they bow down before their own image. And what Jesus Christ and the Hebrew prophets are saying is, no. God is real. Now learn to get in touch with the real God, not the God of your prejudice.
The only moral absolute we see in our culture, and it's probably similar in the UK as well, is don't ever step on my freedom. The number one thing.
I think that much more in America.
And Declaration of Independence, right? Fathers who would weep and are rolling over their graves in the definition of what they think is freedom.
So we didn't have guns in the UK, so
those people belonging to our church are thinking that way. They're thinking higher power, like you said, in the Oprah Winfrey type spirituality. And a lot of people get the definition of spiritual but not religious completely wrong. They think that means, people are turning away religion, which is the religion they grew up with. And now they're becoming even more atheistic and think spirituality is something like just talking about the existential issues. See, people think spiritual but not religious, but they're saying spiritual, those are spiritual, actually more so atheists. But spirituality we can redefine. And so those of us, you're getting to your question, are walking into the church with this type of, I would consider it baggage from their early years because they don't like how they were raised. What that spiritual but not religious simply means is those who are religious are going to church.